Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
These marriages are not perfect, but all in all, they seem to work. Marriage is an institution for grown-ups.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
There are no bosses in a modern marriage. He knows he's lucky to have a wife.
Go on.
No, you do it.
No, you do it.
No, you start it.
No, I'm not changing.
Well, you start it for change.
Oh, no, don't put me on the
No,
spot.
but just try and do an intro.
No, I can't.
First thing you should do is say hello.
All right, come on,
Go on
please.
then. No, go on.
No, do it.
And do this episode number and everything.
No.
Hello, everybody, do that.
No, because it's your thing. It's your
It's
thing.
not my thing. I don't like doing it.
Yeah, you don't
I
mind.
hate doing it. Right, we need to do it alternate each week from now on.
Why?
Because I want you to do it.
No, but that's the thing now.
What do you mean that's the thing? There's no thing. I could do whatever we want.
You're leaving this in as well, aren't you?
Yep. Go on, intro it for us. It's 23. Go on.
Welcome to... See, I can't do it. Welcome to episode 23 of Husband and Wife podcast.
Husband and wife sentenced to life podcast.
See, there's another one called that.
Hashtag.
Right. Start again.
Go on.
Welcome to episode 23 of Husband and Wife Sentenced to Life with me, Laura, and you.
Simon. Hello. That's it.
Hashtag Horstal.
Hashtag Horstal. You can do it, you see. You weren't really wooden because you had to do some business.
Yeah, but because you put
It's
me on the
doing
spot.
How hard is it to do business and sound natural?
Yeah, but you put me on the spot like you...
I'll do it now. Now you know you've got to do it.
No, I'm not doing it again now.
It's episode 23.
Can we start again and can you do it properly?
No, that's fine. You did it all. You said everything we've got to say. We had a little argument at the beginning. That's good. Do you want a little fact to start off?
Go on.
I read this earlier. NASA once banned baked beans because astronaut farts could cause sudden fires on spacecraft. You would be in some big trouble if you were ever on a...
I'm not going to go there, but I have got a dicky tummy today.
Now, well, let's not. Let's make that the last mention of the F word. The other F word will probably do plenty. But I'm terrified of flying. Whenever anything crashes or anything like that, I really feel it. You know, like it just adds to me
Yeah.
scaredness. And when in the 80s, I remember watching the space shuttle blow up live.
I'd never go in a rocket.
No, but imagine, it's all computers now. They know what causes everything.
Yeah.
So imagine it's terrible anyway, but then they find out, like, you're on the next space flight. Let's say it's one of the ones that are going to Mars. That tragedy happens. And then when they nail it down, they're going, what were it? Another panel that fell off? Did something come off like the last time there was a big disaster? And they go, well, actually, no, we've got the black box. And
It's Laura's methane.
you know, we put that woman in her 40s on for a bit of a laugh. You know, we did a postcode lottery and put that 40-year-old woman from Southampton on. What it is she did a big fart in a spacesuit and blew the spaceship up. Your legacy...
The kids, Leo in particular, was having a right go at me in the car yesterday. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was a tiny, tiny little popper as
Oh,
well.
come on. We said we weren't going to talk about it. Let's move on anyway.
on.
So today...
Let's talk romance.
Let's get romantic. It was our anniversary. The last podcast came out the day before our anniversary. In fact, it came out day off, but we recorded it the day before. And this one is it's Sunday today. The anniversary was Thursday.
Yeah, it was.
We had a lovely anniversary, didn't we? And
Do you know what? It was actually a really nice day.
I can't remember any others.
Well, we don't normally make too much of a thing of it.
We normally do it. Don't the kids normally cook us tea or something?
Yeah. But that's nice.
It's
I like
nice,
that.
but it's not like it's memorable. Whereas this, I think, will go down as a memorable one.
Yeah, well, we made a plan. We'd said we were going to go to a hotel that was a freebie, a voucher that you got.
Yeah.
And then we'd also said we were not going to get each other any gifts this year.
No. And I said I didn't want cards either because I find it a total waste.
You hate cards, don't you? I see, and I know
It's a big waste.
There's a plenty of people out there that hate cards, but it's one of my little things that I really like writing and I really like receiving, and they go in the keepsake box.
I've not said this to you off air, but I knew it was the anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? Knew it was coming.
Well done.
Then on Wednesday, I'm at the radio doing my job.
Yeah.
and you know you get the warning of something that's coming up in your online, what's it called, iCal
Yeah.
calendar on the mic.
So had you forgotten?
Ding! He went like that. Tomorrow, your anniversary. No, it's not that I'd forgotten. We've been talking about it for weeks.
You needed reminding that it was the next day.
No, it's not that. It was a reminder.
Yeah.
You know, I panicked because even though we said we weren't getting each other anything, in the past you've said that, and then you do the Joey Tribbiani. Like that.
But in recent years, we both do it, and we both say it. But sometimes you've gone and got me really expensive stuff, and it's really...
And it's always last minute.
Yeah, but it's really annoying because then I might have only got you a couple of little bits because we've said nothing, but then I've seen a couple of little bits, so I've got them for you.
Do you know why? I don't think I'm worth it. When that alarm came on my computer, I was like, you're worth it, right? I feel like, what am I doing making a deal with you to not get each other cards and prezzies? Because I don't want cards and prezzies. I bought some expensive microphones a couple of days. That'll do me. But
it's because we're trying to save money.
It's once a year. I feel like you deserve to know that I care about you.
Oh.
With 24 hours to go, shot off to the mall.
Yeah.
Paper chase, card. And as a cookie gift, I bought you that your favourite notebook has run out, and you're a list maker. It's like a listy sort of notebook in that brown paper bag
to-do
colour.
list book, yeah.
And you said the other day on the sofa, you were sat there and you went, this book's nearly run out. I love my list book. So I bought 3 list books for you. Hey, they're not cheap either, them bloody books.
No, they're not.
So you got 3 of them.
three to-do list books.
To last year. I got you a handbag that you were umming and ahhing about, but I think you really wanted. So I sneakily ordered you that. Was that about it?
And some flowers.
Ordered you some flame roses, which are still going strong.
Yeah, beautiful.
And look beautiful.
I'd sussed you.
Well, I came home from work and I'd gone as fast as I can to do all this stuff so it wouldn't really show it a time difference. And I came in and you just looked in my eyes and I can't lie. So you busted me straight away.
But then I was really peed off because we'd made a deal. We'd said no presents.
Yeah, but then I feel like after that,
I know, but then
you went out and did something and I wish you hadn't.
Yeah, but I felt the pressure, right? You can't say, right, we had the deal. Then you come back the night before and I felt like, has he just got me a card? Has he got me a present? But even if he's just got me a card, I need to get him a card. And
but you don't.
No, I do. And
can we make a deal from now on then? I never want cards. Don't get me a card. It's me 50th birthday in a couple of months.
I'm not going to... No.
I'm saying to you, don't get me a card.
Well,
I don't want cards from anybody. I'd rather not. I'd rather, for the cost of a card, I'd rather you buy me 3 Snickers bars, which I'm not eating at the minute.
But you broke the rule.
But you like getting that stuff. I don't.
Yes, you do. You love
there's a difference.
presents.
I hate cards and I'm not bothered. But no argument. You accepted it. You didn't really this is the first time you've really
and you did it very romantically. You left it for me waiting in a beautiful bag and everything. It was
so I had to get up even earlier in the morning to do all of that, you see, writing it dark. And then, we had a night away. We went to a 5-star hotel, which, as you've already pointed out, we didn't pay for.
Yes.
I paid for it. I paid for it in walking a hell of a long way. I reckon, what was that, a month long? I was walking...
Well, it was the Dubai Fitness Challenge, and people made jokes about you.
Yeah, I got fat shamed.
Yeah, at the beginning they were like...
And that just spurred me on, because I'd been doing it already.
But yeah, you already, like... That really annoyed me, that those people were like, as if he's going to win it.
Yeah.
And you did. You beat everyone.
So I think I went... In a month, I did about 150 miles, which walking. And I was going out 4 in the morning for a couple of hours. One of the prizes was the hotel voucher, which we never use. We always get stuff like that, never use them.
Yeah.
So we booked it, we went down.
We decided it was going to be for our anniversary, a little present.
Yeah, and we've spent all weeks almost cancelling it because we thought we were going to miss the kids too much, because this is the first night we've ever had away from the kids.
Yeah. We're not the kind of couple that goes out much without the kids. We like doing stuff as a family. So we get guilt.
And I'd rather do it with them. I'm not against people having time away from the kids. It's your life, your choice.
Yeah.
I feel like our kids are going to have a much better grounding. And I almost feel like I want them to be like that with their kids as well. Yeah. Give their kids that attention.
Yeah, no, I hope they have some great memories. You know what some couples do? They do, like, they call it date nights.
Yeah.
Somebody once said to me that you have to have a date night once a month to, like, keep your romance and relationship buzzing.
Yeah.
You have to be away from the kids once a month and call it date night. Now, I don't think we do that.
We don't.
But, no, I mean, I don't think we'd do that in the future after this. But I do think maybe we'd have the odd date night now.
It's nice if we've got something to talk about, because we still spend a heck of a lot of time together. No, but we do. It's not like we don't spend time alone in the house or doing things, because the kids are off doing their own thing most of the time. I don't want to go and sit somewhere and it be talking about, oh, we've got to get these ejections done for the trip, and we've got to get tests done, and we've got to get this. That's not what I want. I want to be able to switch off for that.
Playing a game.
Testing a new podcast game. So we went to the hotel, 5-star hotel, and it was lovely.
Yeah, it was nice.
I'm going to save what I want to say for my husband's hump in a bit.
All right.
But let's just have a quick run through. We got to the hotel.
Yeah.
We checked in. We went and had a swim. It was busy.
It was busy, but somehow nice.
Nice busy.
Yeah. You found a really deep bit of the pool to sit by.
It was a 3-metre deep swimming pool, which means you could dive. You know, most swimming pools now, they've got an health and safety mad, you're not allowed to dive in. It's almost like they're actively encouraging you to do.
Yeah.
So 3 metres deep. I could barely get to the bottom, but I thought that was fantastic.
You like that bit? I found the cocktail happy hour menu.
Not like you, is it?
No. The barman was even chasing me.
Yeah. It was happy hour at 4. We got there at 3:30. I made you wait half an hour till happy hour.
Yeah.
They weren't cheap drinks. And then we went up and stayed until sunset.
Yeah.
Went up and got ready, and we went out for a nice meal.
Yes, we did.
And you went very sexy.
Are you going to go there, are you?
What I'm going to say is, I always think you're beautiful, right? I say it enough. It's not something I need to say on anniversaries.
Yeah, thank you.
For somebody who looks like you, people probably find it hard to believe you're quite conscious about yourself.
I am really conscious, yeah.
So recently you bought this dress, and it's like a figure-hugging dress.
Yeah,
like a ribbed,
not
stretchy.
my usual style, I guess.
Well, it touches everywhere, from your neck down to the leg.
Yeah,
It's
shows
touching every bit of your body.
all your curves and bumps.
There's no bagginess, right? Very nice.
Very nice.
But it's got, what's that neck called? It's not a halter neck, is it? But it's got that kind of thing where your shoulders are on display.
Yeah, and low back.
Yeah. So you couldn't wear a bra.
I couldn't, no.
So you've never been able to wear this dress because you can't really wear a bra with it.
No, and it's not.
And you're not one for going out with no bra on, especially because we only ever go out with the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I did go braless.
But you sprung it on me. Like I didn't know this were coming, right? Nearly took me eye out. And the hotel room was very chilly. I need to find this out.
It was very cold in the hotel room. So I was poking out a little.
So I turn around and there's you like that. And I'm like, ding dong, this is all right, isn't it? And I'm thinking, well, she'll be thinking the same about me and my cargo shorts and old T-shirt. I made a right effort. We went down and had a meal. Lovely meal.
I did wear knickers, by the way. I did think about it. I thought about doing the full Monty.
It only takes one sneeze and you've got a little map of Africa on the back of that dress. You don't need that, do you? We had a lovely meal. I'm going to say on record, I had the best veggie burger I have ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It was so expensive, but it was worth every penny. It was beautiful.
You do keep going on about it. But then you hadn't eaten all day, so
yeah.
Everything tastes better when you're
Everything's tasting good. You had a veggie Wellington.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Which was really nice.
It was lovely, yeah.
You've been harping on about the vegetable. If you're going to harp on about the preparation of some vegetables you got with a Wellington, I'm going to talk about the best burger I've ever had in my life.
You know, going back to the dress.
Yeah.
It was funny because obviously I wanted you to like notice me in the dress.
Yeah.
I wore it for you, obviously, because it was our anniversary. But then you weren't saying anything, and it was like, and then I think you've since said to me.
Well, it's because I thought, right, she really wants to wear this dress, but she can't wear it with a bra, but things are protruding. And I thought, if I bring that to light, if I go, you're poking out a bit there,
then
you might get conscious and then put a puffer jacket on. Or something like that, you know?
So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Inside, I'm thinking, wowzers. Outside, I'm trying to keep a poker face. No pun intended. Great meal. And then we had to do what you do on your anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? The law.
It's the law, is it?
Where did you get that from? Is that something that you've heard your family talk about at parties and things? Is it like, oh, wedding anniversary, you know what you're going to be doing tonight? Or is it like, I feel like I've picked it up from sitcoms, and it's where the bedraggled husband doesn't want to have sex with his wife because they've been together for years, and he's doing everything to get out of it. She's thinking, it's on tonight. he's doing everything he can to get out of it, like a carry-on film.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, in carry-on films, it's always Sid James and his wife is Hattie Jakes.
Wearing sexy
He fancies,
lingerie.
Yeah, but she's like, well, I actually thought Hattie Jakes were beautiful, but she's a big girl. And then you've got Barbara Windsor, who looks a lot more like you looked in your dress the other night. And Sid James is fancying a bit of that, trying to get rid of his wife, but it's the anniversary, so she's experiencing him to be on the nest.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them things that seems to have come around.
Yeah, well, on the wedding night it's expected, isn't it? So, like,
Yeah.
I think traditionally that's when you're meant to do it the first
Well,
time.
I kind of feel the pressure on wedding night, which only happens once, anniversary.
Birthdays.
Surely not birthdays.
Yes, birthdays.
Whose birthdays?
If it's mine, you can, yeah. And
Yeah?
then if it's yours, then...
Surely I get the choice if it's my birthday.
Well, yeah, you'd think you'd want to though, wouldn't you?
The kids' birthdays,
No.
that don't matter.
Valentine's, I think.
See, that's another thing.
Well, come on, right? We've counted my birthday, your birthday, Valentine's, and wedding anniversary. That's only 4 times a year there.
Easter,
Nah. Well, Christmas, I think should
Christmas, New Year's Eve.
Nobody does it New Year's Eve. Everybody's too drunk. So that's
And that's a good excuse.
That's about 5 times a year. Come on.
No, I'm not. No, but this is the thing. We're happy there, right?
Yeah, we do all right.
So I don't feel like we should have to
There's-
fall foul of convention.
Yeah, and then there's the pressure, right? Because especially us, we went...
Not for me. That's not what you're saying.
No. I'm not saying that. Right, but what I'm saying is we've gone for a nice meal. We're both full. But then there's that pressure. You're going back to your hotel
Well,
room.
I even hinted because you hinted about it, and now we're like, we should do it this afternoon. You know, not that I like planning it. I want the spontaneity, but I'm thinking, I know
you're
what's going to happen
thinking
here.
get it out of the way.
Not get it out of the way. I'm thinking, yes, it's done by that point. Then I can have a big meal.
And the pressure's
Because let's
off.
face it, you have a big meal. If they tell you can die from swimming, then you could probably die from that as well. So if you've had a big meal, I'm suggesting give it a miss. So we did that. We stayed over.
And we left pretty early the next day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Back to the kids.
I was all pissed off the next day, to be honest.
Yeah, we had that frustration because we partly wanted to stay and enjoy the pool, but then we had guilt about getting back to the kids.
Hand on heart. I think we could have just gone out for a meal.
Oh, yeah. No, I think...
I would rather have done that because the kids had a really nice time. We got them takeaways from 2 different fast food places. They wanted Burger King and McDonald's, and we're like, right, you get all of that. Sounds like they had a great night. We could have done that. We go out for the swanky meal. Any business that needs doing could have been done back here. And you're not going through the faff. You're not packing. You're just going out for a nice night.
I know, but...
I don't drink, so we can
the
drive.
difference of having kids in the house and kids not
Oh,
around.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
As proven by... We'd been in the hotel room for, I'd say, less than 60 seconds. And I'm trying to work out things. And I look up and we've got floor-to-ceiling windows. And we weren't even that high up. And
I was a little bit tipsy.
floor-to-ceiling windows and everyone in the pool's right in front of us. You're stark naked. And you went, look at me. And I'm thinking, now the mirrored on the outside,
And
so
by the way, I
nobody
wasn't
could see
meaning
you.
for the people outside to look at me.
Yeah.
I was meaning for you because we had the Burj Al Arab in the background, and then I thought, you could take a picture of my ass in the Burj.
Yeah. Look like you sat on helipad.
Wife's whinge.
Just before this, I was doing shopping online, and
Which I normally do with you.
yeah, you do. The one I normally get it from, where I get my veg from, they're fine. The app works. The paying thing works. It's pretty quick.
Well,
and
it's
easy.
Kibson's.
Yeah.
Let's say it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's great, I don't mind saying the name. It's Kibson's.
Yeah.
I love everything they have on their site. I love the ease. I love that they deliver it in a nice big cardboard box.
They deliver the
Packaging's
same,
great.
same day, and they do paper bags.
They've got some great veggie stuff. They've got a lot of Sainsbury's stuff on there, which if you're an expat is lovely to see.
Yep, and they've never not got the item that's online. So
Yeah.
they're great. But then I went on to Carrefour.
People need to know this. We do 2 big shops a week. We do the big shop from Kibson's because we have recipes every day.
Yeah.
And we cook specific food. But everything you can't get at Kibson's, you will then get from one of the local supermarkets, normally Carrefour.
Yeah.
So today you thought, bugger going to shops, I'll do it on the app.
Yeah, I thought I'll just do them both now, get it out of the way, because we're going soon, and I've got so much on. I just thought I'd get it all out of the way. Well, their app is not good. I got all the way to the end, and then the cart emptied. which really annoys me. Then I did it all again, and then they've got this thing called now delivery and later delivery. Now, I didn't need everything today, so it's fine. So I click now for the ones that can be delivered now. And then for the second lot, I didn't care when they come. There was no option for me to tick a time and a delivery date. And every time I kept trying to go and pay, it was saying, you've not picked a time. That option wasn't there. It was so annoying. And then since we've been sat here, I've had a phone call saying...
interrupting the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that item that we've got online that we say is available is no longer available, which really, really pisses me off, right?
Yeah, understandably.
Because if it's out of stock, they should surely by now, technology should be
definitely
clever enough that it gets rid of it
well,
online.
Well, it does it
as
at
well.
IKEA. If you shop online at IKEA and you're going to buy something, it'll say 3 left.
Yeah.
3 left in store, and it tells you which stores they're in.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, people aren't buying as many sofas as they're buying tins of beans, for instance. So you wouldn't know that if somebody's been queuing up now at the till, you don't know all the tins of beans have got.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that they've released the technology before it's foolproof.
Yeah, and apps that don't work. Now, a big company like that, a big supermarket company, their app should work. And I tell you, this particular one I have problems with so many times. I don't know why
you do it.
I don't know.
I would rather drive you up to the shops and walk around with you.
No joke, it would have been quicker for me to have driven up there. So I don't know why I did it. But just, so my gripe in general is apps that don't work properly.
Get it sorted.
Yeah.
Husband's hump.
Right, you're not going to believe this after his little talk about the hotel and how good it was.
Yeah.
My hump is posh hotels, fancy hotels, 5-star hotels. Because I'm working class, it took me a long time. Before I came to Dubai, I'd only ever stepped foot in one 5-star hotel. It was a Copthorne in Newcastle for a meeting. And I felt like I could shrivel up and die because I didn't feel like I should be in there.
It is a weird thing. I think...
Now, in Dubai...
You have to get used to...
I will go to a hotel now in torn old shorts, an old T-shirt, hair stuck up when I've got hair.
Yeah.
And I don't care anymore. It's been great in Dubai. So now I'll never be looked down upon in the UK again because it's given me... However, I'm still working class. So let me just fire through these things about posh hotels that do me head in.
Go on then, yeah.
When you get to the hotel,
before
you've got out of the car, they've got your bags out the back. Now, it's nice if you want that luggage service, but they should give you the option.
Right, so
we had one suitcase on wheels.
And you just wanted to take it yourself?
Yeah.
It's a bit like when you see the maids pushing the trolleys or carrying the bags. I wouldn't want somebody doing that for me.
They whip it away from you.
Yeah.
And I get why some people want that. It's almost like you don't want to see it's all smoke and mirrors. You don't want to see it happen. I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I want the option. Let's move into the room. Over this summer, we've not been able to go on holiday, so we've done some what they call staycations, what I hate saying.
Yeah.
And we've stayed in some really nice hotels. Most of them have been backhanders.
Yeah.
But everyone we've stayed in, you can't figure the lights out. We have never had the lighting. We either have a selection of lights on or pitch black. You cannot put the lights on you want to put on.
Well, if you turn the one off next to your bed, the one in the bathroom comes on.
Exactly. Turn that off, the one near the door comes on, the curtain's shut. It's bizarre. And it's like they're trying to be really trendy and techie by giving you that little remote on side of bed that's got all the nondescript buttons on. Just give me light switches.
You just want travel large light switch on off.
Likewise, invisible cupboards. The last 3 hotel rooms we've stayed in have had invisible cupboards. And I think you said it's a design thing, it's trendy.
Yeah.
There's no knobs, there's no handles.
Well, there's pressure now, isn't there, for all these new designers coming through, so that they're trying to come up with new ideas.
I want to be able to find the bloody drawer. I don't like it. You know, you walk in and you're looking for the safe to put your bits in, you can't find it anywhere.
But I quite like that the first thing you do is you go around and you start opening all the cupboards and all the drawers.
Yeah, exactly. If you know where they are. We stayed in one and we had a fairly big room. It was like a suite. And we found one of the cupboards on the last day.
Yeah.
And it was a cupboard right in the middle of the living room.
Yeah.
Don't need to say much about this, but the TVs always seem difficult to work.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just put the TV on.
In hospitals are the same.
Oh, what a nightmare. Now, this is one for you. Running a bath and getting hot water. How many hotels have we stayed in? We stayed in a hotel that had a bath that was the size of 3 baths.
Yes.
You could fit 6 people in that bath,
it was
right?
Amazing bath.
I was so excited about having a bath with you. It was massive. It was like a double bed. Actually, it was like a bath the size of a double bed.
Yeah.
Concrete finish.
Well, yeah, you could fit the whole family in.
Couldn't get any hot water. So we ended up getting in and trying to have a romantic, sexy but freezing cold bubble bath.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Yeah, no, that wasn't nice.
And we only found the hot water on the last day because it was so ridiculous how to
difficult,
put it on.
yeah.
You've tried to have a bath this time. They knew it was our anniversary. They'd filled the room with rose petals. They'd done that towel swan thing on bed, which I'm not a big fan of.
I knew you wouldn't be.
You had a bath full of
rose petals,
roses.
yeah. Trying to be all sexy and romantic.
You're sitting there. You set it off. You were sat in that bath for 20 minutes with the tap running. It never got more than 3 inches full.
No, and it took me a while to realise that because I was thinking, gosh, this is filling up slowly. And then I realised it was another one of those bloody plugs that doesn't seal properly. And that happens so often in hotels as well. So, I'm with you there.
I think if you're going to have a really trendy hotel room like this,
Yeah.
you need a little booklet of instructions.
Yeah.
Now-
you don't seem to have like the paper on the side anymore. You don't have the room
desk.
service menu.
You used to walk in and you'd have a desk.
Yep.
And on the desk there would be that paper and envelope in case you wanted to write your mates a letter. Here, I'm in a right f***ing good hotel here. Or
And then there would be like the itinerary.
room service.
Yeah.
A couple of magazines.
Where the swimming pools were and everything. But I like the fact that they used to have the old-fashioned room service books. Because
I
used to
do.
sit on the bed, go through it, think, later on.
That is part of coming into an hotel.
But now it's all on the TV, which you
spread
can't.
out. Everybody knows first thing you do in an hotel is kit off. You did it, stripped off, stark naked.
And I never got dressed.
Seconds later, I'm the same. And what you do there is you sit on bed together, naked.
Fantasising
and-
about pizza.
Oh, look at this. We can have this at midnight tonight. Yes. That can be the post-jump
Well, I
feed.
reckon we might have, had there been a room service menu.
Now, I've got a feeling if I phoned that hotel and said, you guys should have instructions, they go, but sir, there are instructions. And then I'd go, but is it in one of the fucking invisible cupboards that I can't find?
No, it's on the bloody TV that you can't work.
Oh.
They're losing money on their room service by not having that folder there.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
And I would have had room service.
me too.
That's my husband's hump.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Would you rather?
Would you rather I never shaved or I never cut my toenails?
Moustache. What are we talking about?
My legs and my
You-
bikini
everywhere.
line. Yeah,
Okay.
so I never shaved or I didn't cut my nails.
I'd rather you didn't cut your toenails.
Rather I didn't cut. So you
No, that's what you said, right?
Yeah,
So you either grow your toenails or grow hair everywhere.
yeah.
I'd rather you grew your toenails, yeah.
Okay, so you like
You're quite hairy. No, you're a bit like Chris Christopherson, aren't you? Big, like a young Santa, a young female Santa. No, you're not. But I don't think it'd take long with you. Well, put it this way: I think you could grow a moustache quicker than I could. I'm useless at moustaches. So that's my answer.
No, I am. I have dark hair.
Yeah.
For a lady,
That's all I mean.
Yeah.
No. I don't mean you're hairy like circus hairy. I just mean
This is
like
me.
You've got dark hair.
Yeah.
So that's my answer. Toenails.
All right. So you like me to be
Don't even think about
fully
it.
shaven?
No, well, not necessarily, but and he's going to move on again.
Favorites.
So your favourites, this is our new bit.
Yeah.
And this is the game we were playing at the restaurant the other night in the hotel.
Yeah, hopefully we're better this week, yeah.
Yeah. And the one that I gave you that we never really got an answer for was favourite bad guy.
I'm still thinking on that one.
If anybody wants to tell us the favourite bad guy, get in touch. Today, I want to know favourite takeaway. Doesn't have to be a specific shop.
Type of.
Favourite type of takeaway.
Fish and chips, but not fish, but fish and chips.
Veggie, like halloumi. Something like that. Pie.
Pineapple fritter.
Pineapple fritter and chips.
But
Cheese
from-
and onion pie.
Yeah, cheese and onion pie would
Good.
be, or pasty. And yeah, but yeah, from an English
Gosh, you're making me want this so bad right
English
now.
chippy, and do you know what? I can't wait to have one of those near the seaside.
Looking forward to
loads
it.
of salt and vinegar. Yes.
Mine's pizza.
Really?
Because pizza never lets you down. And pizza is as good the next day as it is the same day.
Well, I like a cold pizza. You don't
Yeah.
like cold pizza. You like it warmed up.
I can have it, but I kind of feel like I'm letting myself down if I don't warm it
There
up.
are a couple of pizzas that you like that I'm not a fan of.
No, you're not.
I like the Italian, like thin,
Yeah.
crusty pizza.
I don't want to discard any pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I'll eat any, but there are a couple I prefer not to have.
The family's not a big fan of Pizza Hut pizzas, but every now and then, you know what the Pizza Hut pizza is? The Pizza Hut pizza is that friend you used to have who you could always rely on to go out and have a dirty night with.
Yeah.
A really dirty, boozed up night. but you wouldn't want to do it too often. To me, that's Pizza Hut.
But you know what? Like with Freedom now, you can get cauliflower
Freedom is so good.
base and vegan cheese. So that I don't feel like...
Now, I sent you this morning from work.
Go on.
A new survey from the University of Michigan says that every slice of pizza you have knocks 7.8 minutes off your life.
Why is that then?
I don't know. They've taken certain things into account, right? But I was thinking, the amount of pizza I've eaten, why aren't I dead? Because if you added all them pizzas up and all them minutes, it must be 20, 30 years off my life.
I don't believe that.
So I think if I'd never had pizza, I'd have lived to 150. Let me give you a couple more.
Go on.
Cheddar, which you are a massive fan of. Every time you have cheddar,
I love cheese.
You knock a minute and a half off your life.
Bloody hell. And then, so I guess pizza's got that as well.
Yeah. Double cheeseburger, you knock 8.8 minutes. A soft drink, a Coke or something like that.
Which we're not a fan of.
12.4 minutes.
Ah, that's good. That's good to know.
Hot dog, 36.3 minutes every hot dog you have. Over half an hour off your life every hot dog. Again, how many of them have I had in my life?
So it's the... Yeah, hold on, we have a veggie sausage. We don't have the...
Do you want the good news about the ones where you can gain minutes on your life? The biggie is peanut butter and jam sandwich.
Oh, I love peanut butter, yeah.
33 minutes you add on your life.
I'm going to have to read that.
So this means you can have a hot dog. Oh, I'm doing a die earlier. Then have a peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jam sandwich.
Put it back on.
You're laughing. Baked salmon will add 13 and a half minutes to your life. Banana will add 13 and a half minutes. There's an argument to be had about bananas, I know. Tomatoes add 3.8 minutes. Avocado add 2.8 minutes. Now, both of them we're good on.
Yeah.
Here's the great news for you.
Go on.
French fries add a minute and a half to your life every time you have them.
Is that right?
Is that not the best?
And I would say if French fries do it, then full fat chips from the chippy, even more so.
How many pieces of pizza is in a full pie? 6?
Yeah, 6 to 8.
So 6 times 8. So every pizza you have, you lose an episode of Bridgerton off your life.
So you've just got to have a massive bowl of French fries with it.
You need to have 50 portions of French fries with your pizza.
Yeah.
To stay healthy. Take that to the bank.
I'm so hungry now.
Recommendations.
This is a bit where we tell you some stuff that we like.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of films this week. I watched The Green Knight with Leo, which has got Dev Patel in it.
I like Dev Patel.
I want you to watch that film with me because now I know what it's about. That film makes absolutely no sense.
I've seen a lot of people say it's not very good.
And then you get to the end of it. We watched a 10-minute YouTube video explaining the film. And once you know what the film's about, if we were going to watch that film again, I'd tell you before, I'd say, right, this is what he's doing. And then you would totally get it.
Yeah, but is that not a bit annoying?
It's a very famous, it's an Arthurian legend, The Green Knight. I think it's an epic poem or something.
It's very famous, but
yeah,
for most people to actually know this poem and know its meaning before watching that film, I don't reckon that many people are going to know it.
He basically goes on a journey and he's tested on the journey. You know, like it's very like biblical.
Yeah.
You're going to be tested along your
I get
path.
that. I get that.
Well, I didn't know that going in. It starts off, something happens at the beginning, and basically what happens at the beginning, somebody says to him, in 1 year's time, you've got to come and find me, and I will do to you what you've done to me. But he's tested along the way. But if you don't know he's being tested along the way, you don't get the film. As soon as I watched that, I loved the film, but didn't get what it was all about. Me and Leo just shrugged at each other after. We watched that explanation video, and I'm like, it's really good.
Yeah.
If I'd have known before, I wish I'd watched it before, but it would have spoiled the film. We also watched Annette, which is the film based on the Sparks album, Sparks Music, a band who we love anyway. And it's got Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard, the French actress. Yep. One of the best openings to a film I've ever seen.
It got me really excited at the start.
I think if you search Sparks Can We Start on YouTube, you'll see that's the opening of the film, but actually it goes on longer. One of the best openings to a film I can remember.
Really good. I really liked it. Honey didn't like it so much.
She was gone.
And you and Leo were kind of a bit like, I think...
Well, I started drifting off to sleep because I was really tired. I loved what they were doing with it. I thought it was very arty.
I really liked it. I think you've got to see it for what it is.
Yeah, I thought a bit pretentious at times.
Yeah, but Adam Driver, he's so good.
The baby thing is crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit freaky. And like you just said, the start, you've got the Can We Start song. I thought the songs were going to be a bit more upbeat like that throughout.
Yeah.
So I would say...
And it seems like there's a song every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're quite repetitive because Spark songs are quite repetitive.
Yeah.
So...
And some of them are quite... I know this is how Sparks are a little bit, but, like a bit droney, a bit...
Yeah.
And I thought some of them were going to be a bit more upbeat. That would be my only criticism.
Another quick recommendation, Adam Buxton's back. He's had a long break since his last podcast. He's back. He interviewed Eric Andre, who's the guy from Bad Trip, that film that we watched that were a bit like Jackass, with the big limousine, the big pink limousine.
No relation to Peter.
No, Eric Andre. No, he's got talent, Eric.
Hey.
By comparison to Peter, who's a bag of shit. It's a good interview. But then, at the end of it, he's got a girl called Phoebe Bridgers on, who I've heard the name, but I've never heard her music. And she did 2 acoustic songs. She did a song called Kyoto. My God, it is beautiful. I'm going to get the album because I was so impressed with it.
Right.
And actually, the version that's on Apple Music, the proper version of the song, is not as good as this acoustic version. And it's about her dad and the broken relationship she's got with her dad. I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
So that's recommendations. Right, we'll leave it there then. That's episode 23. If you're interested in anything we've just recommended, it's all in the description for this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I'd like? Somebody to send us in a favourite. What's your favourite?
A favourite question?
Yeah.
You can ask anything.
Anything.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.
What was that then?
The end.